Hello everybody. Welcome back to flower season. So, in today's video, as you guys can see, we're going to plant the rest of the raised beds. I had 4 to plant and we're going to plant them with flowers and veggies that I started from seed. Most of the plants for today are from seed. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, a few weeks ago, we prepared the raised beds. We added garden soil, compost, and we mixed it everything. We mixed everything with the clay that was already on the beds, and we added a few other amendments, and we got a really nice soil. However, I'm gonna top them off with 1 bag of Miracle Grow raised bed mix, just one on each bed. So the first thing I'm gonna plant are these muncher cucumbers from Baker Creek. We started these ones with the kids on paper pots. We made the paper pots. They're super easy to make, and the kids really enjoyed starting those seeds. And cucumber seeds are pretty big. We also did zucchini seeds the same way with the paper pods, and this is how they're looking right now. You can see a nice looking sprout. Oh my goodness, Christian was having so much fun with the paper pots, but we only ended up planting one in each corner. So the next thing are these poblano peppers. We love poblano peppers. We love to stuff them and eat them that way with chicken or cheese, and it's just delicious. So we are planting 3 plants, and I'm using the Espoma Garden Tone as my fertilizer for the veggie beds, which the veggie beds are only going to be 2 of them. And I'm also planting 4 jalapeno pepper plants on this raised bed as well. So this is going to be my pepper bed. So just 4 jalapenos. We love jalapenos, and this variety is supposed to produce a lot of them, so we'll see how it goes. It's an early jalapeno, so it's gonna produce super fast. Like some of the plants already have little flowers already, which is amazing. So then we have this serrano pepper. This is the spiciest pepper that we're gonna have, and this is gonna be for salsas and stuff like that. And I'm only gonna plant 3. But yeah, and I'm using, like I was saying, I'm using the Garden Tone for the veggie beds. But yeah, so just 3 little plants. I do have more than 3, but I'll just give those away. But yeah, so these are super spicy. So intermix with everything because I wanna utilize my space as much as I can. I am going to interplant some onions. These are Elsie Craig onions. These are supposed to be giant onions. However, I think that we're gonna use them as grilling onions. We're probably gonna start harvesting them once they get to like a ping pong ball size, and we're gonna use them for grilling whenever we do steak or carne asada. We're gonna grill them because they are so yummy like that. Grill. If you haven't tried grilled onions, oh my gosh, they taste amazing. And these onions are supposed to be super sweet as well, so I can't wait to try them. So I also want them to act like a repellent because they have a really strong onion smell. I'm hoping that they're gonna deter squirrels from this area because squirrels do like eating peppers. Even if they're spicy, they do like them. So hopefully I am going to be successful and they're gonna act like a repellent, and I'm gonna use my space, even more. So in the next bed, we have the Strawberry Fields Gumfrina. I started these ones from seed, and they are looking so beautiful. They're so big. I would say, well, they're not that big, but they did grow. They're nice looking seedlings. So I know next time that I can actually start Gumfrina a little bit more earlier than I did this year. So, for next year, I might do them a little bit earlier. But yeah, these are so beautiful. They're a beautiful red little ball, and they're so drought tolerant. and they're just an amazing plant. That's why I wanted them in my garden. So the next thing that I'm gonna plant on the other half of this raised bed is the Craspedia. So I am so excited because I've never had luck with Craspedia in the past. I've started it like 2 or 3 times already, and in the past years, and I haven't had any luck. And this year, look at my seedlings. They are so huge. I mean, some of them are huge, some of them are small, but most of them are like giant seedlings, and they're like have amazing root systems, and I cannot wait to see the little Crispidia flowers because they're so beautiful. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that this area is in full sun area from sun up to sundown. So all the plants are going to 100% thrive. So we're moving into the third bed right now. In this bed, I have multiple things that I'm gonna plant. I'm gonna plant tomatoes and some onions. I have a cherry tomato, and then I have another tomato that's kind of it. The description says is a egg size tomato. The first picture that I showed you guys of with the tomato, that's the tomato that's supposed to be an egg size, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be that big, so I'm kind of disappointed. It had a different picture before when I bought it online on Baker Creek, and now they put new pictures, and I'm like, that doesn't look like the one that I saw, or maybe I just got confused. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have tomatoes one way or another. So I'm also planting other things in this bed. I have a basil from Proven Winners. It's just a basil plant, and a whole bunch of marigolds and some salvia, just to act as a repellent because of the strong smell that marigolds and basil have. Because we do have a lot of squirrel pressure, I'm trying my best to find plants that can be a natural deterrent from them, because I do have repellent, but I don't want to spray that in this area because, or I have bait as well, but I don't want to do that because we do have the gravel patio, and usually the repellents have a really strong smell. So I would rather, if this works with the marigolds and the basil and the onions to deter them from my tomatoes and peppers, I think I'll be more happier that way to see beautiful flowers that repel them. But we'll see how it goes. Some people say it works, some people say it doesn't work, so we'll see. If not, I do have the repellent from Bonai that I might sprinkle around this raised bed to see if the squirrels leave my stuff alone. But we'll see what happens. We're also planting 8 tomato plants in this raised bed, but it's because we're going to try this technique where you only leave one stem on the tomato plant. You cut off everything else, or all the side branches. So we'll see how that goes. So to help deter more pests, like I said, we are gonna plant these scallions. These scallions I started from seed. They're like little tiny onions. So we're gonna intermix them everywhere in the bottom of the raised bed of the tomatoes. So these don't have a really large. They're really shallow roots. So they shouldn't bother the tomatoes. And I'm gonna be fertilizing with a fish emulsion, maybe once a month. So the bed should have enough nutrients for all the plants. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, this is my first time planting a a veggie garden, so I don't know if I'm pushing it with the veggies because they have to produce fruit and all of that. I don't know if I'm pushing it with the plants, but we'll see what happens. I always like to try to see what I can get away with when it comes to the garden, and then if it doesn't work, then I change a few things for next year. So that's the good thing about gardening, that you're always learning, and that's what I love about it. You learn something new every time. So we'll see how it goes. I learned a lot last year from my cut flower garden, so we'll see if this year everything works out. So these are the little trainers that we're gonna use. It's just like a really long stake. So yeah, And then, like I said, we're gonna prune them pretty heavily. So we'll see how that goes. I love how everything is looking. It looks so pretty. So this is the idea. So this is how they should look almost at the end of the season. So just one stem with a lot of tomatoes. So the last raised bed is going to have these Cherokee Sunset Black Eyed Susans. These I started from on with the winter sowing method. So they're like super crowded. So I need to like pull them apart. And I think that's the only downside with the winter sowing, is that all your plants will grow like this. So you really have to make sure that when you're doing the winter sowing method, that you are picking something that doesn't mind for the roots to be all messed with. So yeah, so black eyed Susans are pretty good. They don't mind it. So they should be okay. And I am planting everything in late, almost the almost nighttime. So the sun is not as strong anymore, and the night is gonna be cooler, so that way they don't get transplant shock. But they are super beautiful. I cannot wait to see these beautiful devil black eyed Susans. They're, oh my gosh, I'm super excited about it. And I did have quite a bit of plants. I didn't count them, but I did have a lot. So in the other half of the raised bed, I'm gonna plant the Madame Butterfly Snapdragons. I started these ones in the winter sowing method as well. The only thing is that once I saw that there were like, because I did like a 500 seed packet in that winter sowing container, and they were coming up super thickly. So I transplanted them in cell packs after I saw that I had a whole bunch of little snapdragons coming up. So that's what I did. And they did. They grew much better that way after, they were germinated. So now I'm just mulching with the like a super shredded pine mulch. With it doesn't have any chemicals or anything, and that's just gonna help with water retention. So this is how everything turned out. They look so pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to start harvesting things and to start cutting flowers. I think it's gonna be beautiful. Like I said, this is the first time I plant veggies this way, so we'll see how it goes. I have 1 year experience with cut flowers, so we'll see how that goes. I think they're gonna do super well, and I'm just super excited. And thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed to the channel, and for everybody that watches and comments on the videos. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. And like always, I don't want anyone to think that I'm an expert on planting things, because I'm not. I'm still learning. And everyone that has given me advice, thank you so much. Every single advice that I get from you guys, I don't take it as a you guys are criticizing me. I always take it like you guys want to help me. So anytime you guys think that there's a better way to do things, just let me know. I'm always learning, and with everybody's knowledge, I think we can all be better gardeners. So I already showed you guys that I planted more Crispidia on one of the pots, and this is the mint that I started in the winter sowing method as well. And I'm also going to plant the geraniums that I started from seed. So these are the apple blossom geraniums that I started from seed, and I'm just gonna put all of them in this pot. And I just want a big giant show of geraniums to grow, and I just want to see all of them together as a massive display. But yeah. Alright guys, so I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I am going to give you guys an update on this area once everything starts growing a little bit more. And so stay tuned for that. And yeah, this was super fun to do, and I'm just enjoying planting all the things. I have a lot of things still to plant, more annuals, you know, just to create beautiful borders on my actual garden. This is the veggie garden. But yeah, and these plants are doing amazing. I always show you guys these plants because I love how they're looking. But yeah, hopefully the ranunculus are gonna start producing flowers here soon. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a nice day and see you till next time. Bye bye.